Fight. Here we are. It is July 30th, 2019, 1:04 p.m. on the East Coast. And here we are with Shady Groove. Shady, my partner in justice. Let's welcome him to the show, Shady.
Matrixxx, it's almost August.
Oh my gosh, it's going to get hot, isn't it?
It's going to get hot in August. We're going to be at 100 shows tomorrow, 99 shows. Wow, what a run, my friend. Look at what is going on out there.
100 shows tomorrow, and today is our 99th show. And dun. And, you know, look, we've got a really special guest here. I'm going to bring her on right now. It is Ann Vandersteel from the Steel Truth. Ann, get on in here. How you doing?
Well, guys, if I could get the mute button unmuted, I'd be doing even better. But apparently I'm a little slow on the draw. I am great.
Awesome.
I am great. I'm on the rebound from a fantastic show with intheMatrixxx and the indomitable Liz Crokin from last night's Steel Truth. Is just fire, absolute fire.
That was so much fun, too, by the way. Liz is amazing, and we will have our 100th show, and we will have Liz, and that is thanks to you, and I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, helping us out. You guys you're amazing, and I've been a big fan since Your Voice America. Obviously, we kind of have met for dinner a couple of times, which is awesome, over there by our favorite lighthouse, and I just am happy to know you. You're amazing, and
good stuff.
You've had some pretty big stuff happening here recently, haven't you? What happened July 4th? Didn't you have something pretty amazing happening on July 4th?
Well, actually, July 4th was amazing in D.C. I was up there for the 4th of July. But prior to that, on the 3rd, we held a sort of a reunion of the Fast and Furious, bringing that scandal back out of the closet where the deep state has hidden it and hopefully forgotten about it. But no, I've been fortunate enough for the last year to be working with some people that were really badly impacted by Fast and Furious, namely Kent Terry, whose brother Brian was unfortunately gunned down at the hands of a weapon from Fast and Furious by the Mexican drug cartel, or so they say. And some gun store owners, namely Wesley Felix, Mike Deddy, who was Operation Wide Receiver, which was the precursor to Fast and Furious, and Ian Garland. And their stories are all incredibly tragic, lives ruined, millions of dollars lost, names tarnished, and they were used and disposed of by the ATF. But it's the forces that were guiding the ATF. As some of my good, close, confidential informants have told me, people who have trained federal agents in the use of firearms, everybody from Secret Service on down through Treasury, FBI, and down to the bottom of the barrel, which is the ATF, as they refer to them, the bottom of the barrel. The ATF is not smart enough to orchestrate such an insidious plan as Fast and Furious. That comes from amongst high, and it's going to be shocking when it comes out, the information as to who's really behind all this. And it always goes back to what? Follow the money.
Follow the money. And I'm on your website, steeltruth.com, and I'm on the Fast and Furious page right now, guys. I'm going to drop that link in here for you if you guys want to check it out. There's several videos. There's this press conference. Do you want to take us from the bottom to the top on this? Because we've got the videos here.
Yeah, sure.
How do you want to do this?
Well, essentially, the very top video is the full press conference. It's a long video. It's 2 hours and 45 minutes, but it's everybody talking. We opened up with myself giving sort of an overview, and we included Bill Benny, the famed Bill Benny, who is the former technical director for the NSA. He was the whistleblower who came forth about ThinThread and about the government misconduct and government misuse of our private data and the violation of our Fourth Amendment. And we talked in an overarching fashion from Robert Carone, who's a former CIA asset, Bill Benny, and Kirk Wiebe, also from the NSA, talked about how government spying and surveillance and basically malfeasance against our Fourth Amendment rights, our rights to privacy, has been used to allow things like Fast and Furious to happen because they had data that's compromising on federal agents, law enforcement, a judiciary, politicians and others, bankers, people of, high net worth, people they could basically leverage with this compromising information on them through the illegal surveillance. They were able to get operations like Fast and Furious through. But the thing about Fast and Furious, if you look at the playbook, it resembles the Iran-Contra. It resembles what's going on in Benghazi or what happened at Benghazi. It's still happening today. I have sources that are giving me photographic evidence that they're still running weapons south of the border. And let me tell you something.
Wow.
AK-47s anymore, guys, boys and girls. These are big time weapons. We're talking about RPGs. We're talking about surface to air missiles. We're talking about night vision goggles. We're talking about things that terrorists would use.
Real weapons of war.
Wow.
Real weapons of war.
Real
and you
weapons
wonder
of war.
how Benghazi happened. And what we're learning is these weapons in Fast and Furious, it wasn't just 2,000 weapons like they said that were lost and they lost track of during Fast and Furious. We're talking upwards of over 30,000 weapons that we have evidence of.
30,000. So you've got them linked to Benghazi and Nexium through the same people. So is it just because we know the Bronfmans used to run the drugs for the Oppenheimers and the Anderson Vanderbilts, Coopers family,
right?
And you wonder if they have just obviously mastered the technique and have free reign. So I wonder if Nexium helped them with the with the Fast and Furious guns and people, and it's just unbelievable.
I think in the overarching fashion of this, especially with all the stuff coming out about Q, I think it's gonna all connect. All of the the arms dealing and trading that it's been romanticized in movies, and all of this stuff that they kind of especially with the child trafficking connected with that. I mean, drug running, guns, mayhem, disaster, chaos. It's kind of just like all in their wheelhouse that are running this con on us.
And let's go through the Q post too. There's two that do mention Fast and Furious. There's Q post 3278, and it says Fast and Furious, leading to this Keep Calm QAnon, and it's basically says thank you 17 and 45. Let's go Q, and it says where we go one we go all, QAnon. And that's an interesting picture that links to there. Here it is. The findings of special counsel conclusively refute your past and present assertions, and you have exposed that you have abused your position to knowingly promote false information, Conway said. So that's very interesting that post leads to this gentleman, right? Then there's, let me go to this other one. Then there's Q post 119, and we know that the first 128 posts are very, 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 very important, and we should refer to those every day in the map, right? So what is Fast and Furious is what it's asking about. So if you read the whole post, it says, what is money flow disruption? List of billionaires. What family history goes back pre-World War I/II? Why is this relevant? Why did the Bush family recently break silence and attack POTUS? Coincidence pre-SA arrests? Who audits the billions paid for war? Who audits the billions paid for environment policy? Side note, Where do the funds go? Offshore? To who? Which entity and or organization? What slush fund was recently terminated by AG Sessions? What is Fast and Furious? What is the underlying theme? Money. Who controls the Fed? How did political leaders, talking heads, accumulate assets in excess of 5 million plus? What was the net worth for each prior to taking office? Reconcile. Why is this relevant? Snow White, Godfather 3, Q.
And then right there, the drug running, the money, and the
That's
Fed,
right.
all in the same post.
That's right. And it's really what it's about. They're running guns south of the border. They're getting drugs going back north of the border. But these guns aren't just ending up with the cartels. We have evidence of these guns going straight to Caborca, Mexico on a train, and then directly from Caborca to the coast and whoosh, right across to the Middle East. I mean, these same guns with serial numbers. In fact, we just provided some pretty significant people in D.C., like I said, people with the ear of the president. We've provided them serial numbers, and they're tracking these guns right now, and they're looking to see if any of these guns are popping up over in terrorist events like over in Spain and elsewhere that's happening in Europe, because the evidence is already there. And I got to tell you, the nice thing that I love about the fact that these, as Q always says, these people are dumb, is the fact, Bill Benny said they have collected data on all of us. Well, guess what? We're in power now. Patriots are in control. And guess what? We can now, with enough evidence, demand a 702 query on, I don't know, Eric Holder maybe, and see who he was talking to.
Right.
And I can also tell you this, which is really fascinating, is that one of the folks I've interviewed on my show on Steel Truth, they were incarcerated with these kids that were the straw buyers, during Fast and Furious. And these kids were then in their late teens, early 20s, going in and buying guns and bringing them across the border at the coordination of ATF. But bigger than that, when they were in jail, they got a cushy sentence, a short sentence by the DA. Or by the U.S. attorney, excuse me. They were listening to the news one day over lunch with this source, and guess what they heard? Eric Holder getting cited with criminal contempt by Congress. And these kids are not savvy to politics. They didn't even really know who's president, whatever. They immediately popped up when they heard his voice and said, "That's our boss. That's the guy on the conference calls." Didn't know what he looked like, but they knew the voice. And they said, "That's the guy."
Wow.
Wow.
How crazy is that?
That is
insane.
insanely crazy.
But it's what it is. So I mean, these are the people, and they're still doing it. That's the part that's even crazier, is that they're still out there. They've been so above the law for so long and allowed to be lawless that they just never thought they'd get caught. They never thought she'd lose. It's the same mentality.
Right.
So they're caught up in their own snare. They've absolutely been caught up in their own snare.
And I think there's going to be so much more of this that the cabal, for lack of a better term, assets that they have put in place. Once people start to see some of the information that we're bringing forward, some of the information you've been presenting, once they start to wake up and see that all of the people that are, there's real people in this chain of command that are going to wake up and be like, wow, oh my goodness. I mean, legitimately not understanding what they were. Everything is so compartmentalized. It's not, Q has told us not everyone is bad, because not everyone has information. People have just pieces of things, and they're putting stuff together, and they like you said, they have no idea who they're even talking to over the phone.
They don't. They absolutely don't. I see that Matrixxx has the press kit that we put out, and essentially this is everybody's statement that they made during Fast and Furious press conference. Additionally, on this website, we took the entire press conference and we broke it down into 10-minute clips, because that's what it equated to. Everybody got about 10 minutes to speak, and because we had 10 people speaking, that we just had to, break it down into snippets so people could actually digest smaller portions of it, because it's a lot to listen to.
Yeah.
But the overarching theme is clearly all these people were done wrong. Kirk Wiebe, Bill Benny, and Robert Crone put out a compelling case as to how this can even happen under surveillance, why surveillance was necessary to have the compromising information on people to force them into these positions. And then, of course, just the evil human greed behind all this, and the fact that these people think they're above us all, and the industry that wants to run the money. And it goes back to that. It's the bloodlines controlling the money, the Fed, the big banks, all of it. It's all wrapped up into this, and it's all coming out again, these people are stupid. They used a trap, and all their communications are caught up in the snare. So it's going to get turned around on them the year of the boomerang for sure.
Year of the boomerang, and I'm dropping the press kit down there too. That is a PDF, guys. Okay,
yeah,
that's your Fast and Furious press kit. Very, very interesting. Wow, and superior job here.
Thank you.
Wow.
It was a group effort. I'm proud to work with these patriots. These people have been through so much, and frankly, we're looking at they're looking at several different options. One being a presidential or legislative act where they could perhaps create a law, Fast and Furious law or a bill to prevent this from ever happening again. They're looking at potential criminal case and, of course, a civil case against the government. And if it's civil, they're looking at hundreds of millions of dollars in terms of damages that these people have suffered at the hands of banking collusion, ATF collusion, and just the powers that be behind all this. It's pretty significant. So I think these people are finally seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's the Trump train pulling them through the tunnel.
Yeah, hey guys, we got the volume trolls out there. This is not CNN or MSNBC or Fox News. This is just some guy recording from my home studio, and I have people in other home studios, and we're not perfect. So it's really hard.
Am I too loud?
Yeah, you're a little loud, but and Shady's too low. It's really hard to do, guys. I mean, thank you very much for letting us know, but I'm doing the best I can.
So you guys are getting me a little bit low right now, huh?
Yeah, we've been getting you low since the mic change, I think. But
well, I will. I'll push my mic away. Is that better?
Hopefully, you guys are coming. So you're coming in the red. Shady's just touching the yellow, but I think we're gonna be okay. You guys gonna be okay? No, I didn't say you were trolls. I'm just saying, giving a heads up. It's just hard to get everybody on is one, because we're not CNN. This is not CNN.
We're not CNN?
That's right. We're QNN.
QNN.
Oh, guys.
People say it sounds fine.
I didn't take it. No, I didn't take it as a troll, guys. Don't take me wrong. I'm just saying that it's, it's tough to get them correct. And Kiwi Patriot Mod say we're okay. Don't take it the wrong way, guys. All right, so we've got Ann. Ann, do you want to finish what do you want to say? Anything more about Fast and Furious? Is there anything coming up with this?
Yeah, so I'm headed to DC tomorrow, which will be super exciting because if rumor holds true, D-Class is coming tomorrow. We'll see. Joe DeGenova dropped that yesterday, and it's kind of out there in the ethos. Well, who knows? But it has to, right? We're right there. We know we're right there. So I'll be in DC tomorrow. Some big meetings on Thursday with people that, let's just put it this way. At the end of the press conference, we had a nonprofit think tank reach out to us saying, hey, we want to extend a meeting to you all because we think what you're doing is pretty incredible and we want to help. And this is a very pro-Trump, pro-MAGA, pro-get through government waste, fraud, and abuse, corruption kind of think tank with some heavy hitters. And so not only did we have that meeting, but we had another meeting with somebody who's a very large, well-named journalist on mainstream media doing the work, the good work, right? Helping folks like Hannity out there meet with us as well. And while they had covered this case, when they saw the evidence we had from just Wesley Felix, what he presented in the press conference, their eyes popped out of their heads. Wow. And big smile came over across their faces, and they were like, wow, okay, we've got something here. So between the meeting we had with the think tank, this journalist, the think tank is now connecting us to a very well-known organization that works hand in glove with getting all the information dug up and brought out. And they all have the ear of the president, which is fantastic. So, and the president did promise the Terry family, specifically in the Oval Office, this is much bigger than even I realized, but we're going to get to the bottom of this and we're going to get justice for Brian Terry. So I believe we're going to see the end of this horrible story at some point in the next 12 months, I would say.
Well, and that's some amazing stuff right there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And look, guys, she's a heavy hitter. I mean, I wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of Ann. No wonder you're getting attacked so much, Ann.
Right.
Oh, my Lord.
She's taking flack like the rest of us.
Yeah, well, she was taking flack. Baby. Yeah,
right?
you were taking flack before us, actually.
I've been taking incoming for now 2 years from a lawless group of morons, frankly, but that's okay.
It's time for them to pack it in. MAGA.
Yeah, pack it in. MAGA, right. Yeah, no, don't even bother naming them. They're not worth it, but it's like no name.
You know what I say, too? They can't even say MAGA. They have to say MAGA.
Exactly. There is a diff.
And I remember Trump actually on one of his rallies was making sure that he says MAGA. And I don't know if you've seen that. Sandy White, stuff is happening. Hey, and will it be amazing? So tomorrow is going to be our 100th show. And I know you have to go. She was going to be on as well for our 100th show. We're going to have a major party. And iPod was going to bring cake, I think. And, we're going to have a good time. But Liz is coming on tomorrow. And I want to, again, thank you for that.
Sure.
Introducing us as well. And could D-Class happen on our 100th show?
Oh, my gosh. By the way, just before I even answer, I'm looking at all the love in your room. Your fans are so amazing. I love you guys. You're all amazing. Just great. It's such a love fest. Who doesn't want to be on your show? It's just love everywhere. Do I think?
Oh, did I lose you? I lost you.
There you go. Did she go away?
Yeah, she froze.
Ah.
Okay, so
D-Class, did you lose me?
There you are. Now you're back. You're back.
Oh, so what I was saying is that your fans are amazing, but do I think D-Class is tomorrow? I really hope so, because I know everybody is just ready for something. And again, Congress going out of session is when stuff can really hit the fan for those folks, right? This is when we can move the lever on who needs to face justice swiftly. So we need them. We need them on vacation to take care of some business. And frankly, D-Class is just going to say, the table is now set. Here's all the evidence. So when they go to drop the hammer on some of these people, the evidence has been presented, right? The table has been set.
Hammer.
And that's what we've been waiting for. Drop the hammer.
Oh, in regards to the September Q party in Jupiter, JT Wild says, JT Wild loves Ann Vandersteel. And JT, you're going to come sing at the Square Grouper, maybe in September. We're going to have some more news on that soon. We're going to have a Q party in Florida.
Yep. Yeah.
In Hanging Chad country.
That's right. I might dress up like a hanging Chad. I don't know what that looks like, but we'll figure it out.
that could be taken a little weird.
That might be going out on a limb.
That might be going out on a limb.
Yeah, maybe I'll retract that statement. I recant.
All right, and so we had some Q posts. You want to kind of cruise through the Q? Sit with us, Q. And by the way, you just had a lot of I love you, Ann. If you guys like Ann Vandersteel, let's press 45 for the Steel Truth, Ann Vandersteel. And if you're not following Ann Vandersteel on Twitter, the mods will drop that. That is her awesome page. She's only got 45,000 followers. She needs more than that. Get over there. Then we've got steeltruth.com right there. That's her website. It's amazing. Very well done. Then we've got Ann Vandersteel, the Steel Truth, on YouTube here, and this is her YouTube chat. Look at all those 45s, Ann. Look at that.
I know. I'm just watching it fly. I'm so humbled. Honestly, I'm just like, wow. And you guys just get the love. I love it.
Well,
thank you so much, everybody. What a lovely group of people. Honestly.
Again, this is the most red-pilled audience on YouTube and Periscope.
Sure.
Of course, yours is too. Don't get me wrong, but we're just a little proud here.
It's all good.
We are proud.
Listen, there's nothing like a little healthy, loving competition. It's what keeps everybody honest. It's all good.
Right. All right. So here we go. And when we left off yesterday, basically, Italy is with POTUS. We covered. This was the last post we covered. It was 3539. Salvini is a patriot. There's actually a Salvini picture with a Q in it too, that I posted a while ago, and it says Q says Italy is with POTUS. Attempts by D's to prevent disclosure of Five Eye material regarding Nunez non-official ways was denied. They are powerless. Enjoy the show. Denied. No deals. That is a no deal thing. And let me just see, Shady, why don't you take the next Q post, Racha?
So this will be 3540, right?
Yes, sir.
No coverage by the U.S. mainstream media. Ask yourself a simple Q. Why? Is it the anti-narrative? Guys, look at what we're starting to see here.
Anti-narrative. So this is Macron's stormtroopers pulverized those who dared dissent his policies. UK media remains mute. No coverage. So let's go look at
Notice how we're not seeing anything about the yellow vests in the news anymore. That's because they're really trying to shut them up.
That's right. Did you see that awful, this is it, that awful video when they crushed that guy in the back of the head? Just awful. Yeah. Just awful.
And this is...
Wow. Q is making it a habit to post during our show.
Yeah.
This is 3551. Not the first time, not the last time. Reread past drops regarding voter ID. Q.
In real time.
Love that.
Yep. Thank you, Q.
Weird. I mean, are you guys Q?
No.
No.
No. Don't do that. The trolls are going to have fun with that one, and I'm going to get
Just
served a
kidding.
frickin' chat log subpoena.
That's the funny thing is anybody that thinks they can assert who Q is has got to get their head examined. Honestly, it's the most insane thing.
I'm pretty smart. I've got a pretty high IQ, and I know many people do. A lot of brilliant anons out there, yourself too. I don't think I could do what Q is doing, just quite honestly. This is no 16-year-old in a basement. I'll tell you that right now.
No, 100% not. It's just that, when it first came out, the Socratic method of discourse was far and above my pay grade at that point. I said, oh, this is too hard. I don't have time to sit there to code these puzzle pieces. I'm trying to cover world events here, and to sit here and focus for a couple hours on one post was just not a luxury I had. But some people, to them, it speaks plain English. To me, no, my brain is not wired that way. I'm proud to say that, embarrassed to say it, whatever. It is what it is. It's a fact. However, that being said, what I have learned in the last year is that what Q is saying and what we've been saying are saying the same things. We're just saying it differently. You say tomato, I say tomato, and it's all good. Right?
Yep. We say MAGA, they say MAGA.
Yeah.
The overarching reality is what do we all want? We all want a justice system that treats each of us the same, and we want accountability in our government, and we want to be respected under our Constitution. Outside of that, we're pretty good.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
We got issues in all those areas.
Yeah.
So there was some comments about we are Q, because we are all Q.
Together, we are Q.
Sandy White says stuff is happening. Amazingly. So going back to that video, that's Macron, that's France, guys. The UK media remain mute.
All right, so you guys want to hear a sad conversation on the state of the Democrat mind? I was speaking with a potential client this morning. I won't even go into the type of business he's in, but he sells things to small businesses, and he was saying how he doesn't like to use social media because he put a post up, and one of his posts unfortunately brought the wrath. It wasn't a political post. It was just what he posted. A bunch of people who were anti-Obama attacked him, and through the course of the conversation, it was very clear to me he was very pro-Obama. He was pro-Obamacare, all this stuff. And he went on a 30-minute tirade about how horrible our president is and what a racist he is and all this kind of stuff. So I didn't want to challenge him because that wasn't my point on having a conversation with the guy this morning. I try and keep my business life a little bit separate because I have other people I've got to deal with. And some days you just don't have time to go into it when you got to pay bills. But I said to him innocuously, so then explain Antifa to me. I don't understand this group of people who dress up behind black masks and run around pouring gasoline on people, beating people up. I said, they seem to assert their political ideology with just violence. And I said, I have yet to hear what they're standing for. And he goes, oh, well, they're anti-fascist. I go, again, they're using Stasi Nazi tactics, and it seems that they're attacking the opposite group, like conservatives. I said, he goes, no, they're anti-fascist, and that's a mischaracterization. They're not all like that. I said, well, all the stuff I see on the news and online that's what they do. I said, yesterday in France, I cited this example. I said, this is what's going on around the world. These people are attacking people. It's just horrible. And he defended Antifa because he's a liberal. I thought to myself, okay, I cut it short. At that point, I said, you know what? My other phone's ringing. I got to go. I can't even sell anything to this guy. He's not worth it. I wouldn't write a book for this guy because he's lost. I can't do business with somebody like that.
And they will, I believe, figure it out soon. It's people are lost, and people don't understand what the truth is, and that's a problem. The truth, we have to take out our the way we feel, our beliefs, our ego. We have to listen to some things that make us uncomfortable. Like if you say something to somebody like Antifa is a bad organization and that hurts their feelings, they're going to be all like, oh, that hurts my feelings. I'm not going to listen to you. You've got to take your ego out of it. The truth is the truth. It will always be the truth. It was the truth. It'll be the truth again. It's the truth.
That's right.
And no matter how you feel or anything, I mean, we've just got to realize that we're trying to take our personal, feelings out. Do I want Antifa to be a terrorist organization? No. But is it true that they are? Yes. Sadly.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's it.
Right. So we got another cue.
And they're not really, seeing the subtleties and of the way that CNN and MSNBC and the Washington Post and the New York Times look at all these soft stories that they have written about this group. I mean, look at the things that they have done. And if they don't ignore it, they write an over-the-top soft story, and then on the prime time CNN, they're actually propping the organization up. If you pay attention to their rhetoric.
That's right. That's exactly right. They're propping the organization up by trying to obfuscate the truth of what the organization really stands for. It's not too dissimilar from all of these child predators that stand up these fake nonprofits to save the children under various names of saving the children. What are they really doing? They're trafficking the children and turning them into sex slaves. And I know that sounds like a gross mischaracterization.
No, we know.
Not everybody is doing that. Let me underscore, not everybody is doing that right-wing watch. Please quote me properly. But they are doing it in mass, and it's really frightening. And that's what we're learning. I mean, just the Nexium trial alone, with the admission of what goes on behind with Hillary Clinton, and that Wiener laptop provided a plethora of malfeasance and just horrific stuff. Things that people don't even want to talk about publicly, even privately. It's just that bad. I've talked to New York City Police Department folks who were in receipt of that laptop. They were in tears over it. These are fathers of children. They couldn't even speak of it. They wouldn't tell me what they saw. They just said that, people were throwing up. They were upset. They were in tears, seeking counseling. I mean, bad.
Yeah, it's
bad.
There was an article like that too, saying that I just can't believe what I saw. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. I interviewed one of the guys here in my studio. It was bad.
Right. It is bad. And, it's one of those things where, I know we don't want to hear it. I know we don't want to think about it, but we're going to have to in order to change it. Because if you ignore the negative, just more negative will ensue, guys. We have to address the negative head.
Well, that's the reason it got to this point, right?
Yeah.
Because people ignored it.
People ignored it. And people don't realize the truth will always be the truth. And it's been right in front of us the whole time. A lot of people just want to just shrivel up and ignore it. And that is not the definition of awake, guys. That's unconscious.
That's right.
We need to be awake, guys. All right, so we do have a new cue. Let me go ahead and cruise over here and show it to you. We just had the one that says not the first time, not the last time. Right? Reread past Q drops regarding voter ID. And then this is the next Q post. Donald J. Trump, 1141 today, July 30th, 2019, says, we should immediately pass voter ID at voter ID, please, to ensure the safety and sanctity of our voting system. Also, paper ballots as backup. Old-fashioned but true. Thank you. And then here's voter ID, please. They're on Twitter right here.
Wow.
And they're like, come on, America. So we need to get over there and follow them.
Where we go one, we go all.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
There we go.
Another Q proof.
Look at you decoding.
Look at me. Woo, I've just been cued.
I love it, Ann. So let's go to at voter ID, please.
I dropped the link in the chat there. Okay, somebody else has got it too.
At voter ID, please. Where we go one, we go all. They follow me. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Oh my gosh, how fabulous is that?
I love it. So let's go over there and say hi to them from the Matrixxx Groove Hour. Let's see. There they are. Wow, look at this. This is awesome. Here's the video. All right. So there they are, guys. Voter ID, please. Get over there and follow them. Shady, you said you dropped the link over there, right?
Yeah, I dropped a link to this Twitter in the chat here for these guys.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And let's go look at real Donald J. Trump. Here he is. Let's go look at that post. Thank you, Eric. Look, he did. Look at that was the one we just saw.
Eric Spracklin.
This looks, oh my gosh, look at that.
Look at this, guys. Everyone seeing this?
Thank you, Amy. Here it is. And let's go ahead and get that. Wow, look at that, guys. let's go ahead and look at my Q posts here today. Boom. Because guess what? These Q posts are already on our site. I don't know how that happened, Shady. Look at that.
How did that happen?
So Q sent me us the Matrixxx.
You know what's crazy is I know Eric Spracklin. I can't say exactly how I know him, but let's just say that yes, I know him. We kind of work together. That's about all I'll say.
Is that a good thing? Now
it's a great thing.
The trolls going, oh boy, here we go.
No. It's a great patriotic thing. It's really good. That's all I can say about that.
Okay, good. There it is. Q sent me us the Matrixxx Groove Hour with Ann Vandersteel. There it is.
Nice.
Right under our POTUS. Thank you, President. And let's go ahead and retweet that for him as well. Boom. Wow. That is amazing. Okay, so let's go to the next Q post. This is from 729 Q post 3541, and it has a Twitter account for LMFO org status. Good crop this season. And let's go look at that tweet. This
Tasty.
is awesome. And this could be the answer for our Wednesday show. Right? Here we go.
Process will start this week. There are going to be documents.
What?
By the way, the declassification process will start this week. There are going to be documents released, I think, by Wednesday.
By Wednesday?
The Attorney General, as I understand it, is in the process of getting those ready to come out. There are going to be some of the Devin Nunes documents that he requested, and then a series of other releases will come after that. That's because Durham is progressing very, very quickly in his criminal investigation. This is not a review, quote unquote, of what went on. This is a criminal investigation of senior DOJ and FBI officials from the Obama administration and intelligence community people, including John Brennan. This is a federal grand jury. This is not a review. This is not an IG audit. This is not some Congressional Research Service look at history. This is a criminal investigation of a bunch of people who tried to seditiously overthrow the President of the United States. So the stuff is going to start coming out this week.
Okay, so let me just pause on the details that you're saying here. Wednesday, that means when you say come out, you mean to the public. We'll be able to see documents Wednesday?
My understanding is by Wednesday, yes.
Okay, and then on the issue of Devin Nunes, what were the documents Devin Nunes was seeking? Was this related to unmasking or wiretapping? What?
They were all the things related to. He made several requests by letter, as you know, of various items, 302s, applications for the FISA court. I mean, Devin Nunes has made many requests for declassification. I'm not sure which ones are going to come out first, but they're coming now.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
That is just stellar information right there, because you know that they're going to hit him. You know this president. You guys out there, you know that he's going to hit them from all sides at the same time. I mean, they're going to be so much coming at him in the next couple of weeks. They are not going to know which way to turn.
And guess what? Guess what? We got another new Q. And I think Shady, you're going to freak on this one, I think we all are.
I gotta call Eric when we get out of this broadcast. I'm gonna be like, dude, you just had back-to-back retweets from the POTUS. This is awesome.
Look at this. So this is Ella Nichelle, a Twitter status. Q says, "Time travel is fun," or ... Q.
Whoa.
And let's go here.
Time travel is fun.
So here we go. Do you believe in coincidence? Voter ID, please. Voter ID, please. We notice where we go one, we go all, right? Then it says 2019 voter ID based on verifiable intel fraud. 12/2/18. Q post 2018. POTUS tweet 2019. Voter ID. Boom.
Now, from what I understand, DHS has been, remember recently they put up that they weren't going to worry about trying to get the census done because Congress wasn't going to play ball, right? So what happened was the OMB said, fine, we're going to just connect with all the agencies and we're going to collect all the data because the agencies have all the data, who's here legally, who's not, right? So between collecting the accurate census data that way through our own government agencies and Department of Homeland Security apparently was marking ballots. And I know down here in Florida, because I covered Florida's election so heavily in 2018, they let the House go. That's how they were tracking. They got the House to write all the bills they needed. and then shuffle them over to the Senate after 2018 elections when we had the Senate to pass them, right, to get the Senate to pass that and then go into law. But they let the House go because it was an easy way to mark and see how they were doing the fraud. And they had ballots that were tagged, and they were also using drones, I think, to track cell phones of illegal voters to see who picked up tagged ballots and who was voting illegally. So I think they've tracked this. I may have the facts a little bit wrong, but those are the essential elements as I understand them. How the technology works, I don't totally get. But I have this from some sources that have been working. There are intelligence assets, former intelligence assets that were doing the voter fraud, and they have it unequivocally that they've tracked serious voter fraud in Arizona, New Mexico, Michigan, Florida, California, elsewhere, Alabama, I believe. I mean, there was just a lot of voter fraud, and this is how they did it. So I think, of course, we'll have the sweeping, we'll get the House back again in 2020. It's going to be such a landslide.
So,
but yeah.
So do you want to take the new Q post, Ann? So it says, prepare for voter ID, voter suppression of minority vote, Q. And do you want to check that? You want to read any of that up there? Does that make any sense?
Sure. Okay. So we have our web link, obviously, keyword foreign. What about domestic interference? Non-city, non-site votes by county, non-site promo by county, non-site org by county, targeted districts breakdown by non-site data. ACC, accumulated. I'm not sure. Voter irregularities are internal. Laws enacted in battleground areas as test for 2020 voter roll screening review of non-votes, ballot pop, blah, blah, blah. It's a website link. Okay, why do Ds push for no voter ID in U.S. elections? Well, that's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? Why do Ds push for open borders? Find the connection. Sometimes a map helps. What? Special counsel decision, Supreme Court decision, S 6-3 ruled voter ID did not suppress votes or deter minorities. And then there's a web link to that. What false narrative is pushed by D's re-voter ID law? Racist? Voter suppression of minority vote? When is an ID required? Should an ID not be required at all for any reason given the argument made by D's? Does the argument a national voter ID law would suppress the minority vote, suggest minorities are incapable of obtaining an ID? So racist, they would even say that. When is an ID required? Which minorities are they referring to? Illegal immigrants? Logical thinking. If there is a previous Supreme Court decision on the matter, pre-POTUS Justice Conference, would a national voter ID law mandate using the Supreme Court ruling of 2008, plus common sense logic arguments as the legal foundation have merit? Is every other country that has a voter ID law considered racist? Will the DOJ support the push instead of file legal challenges as Loretta Lynch did in the past? If the Supreme Court ruled in 2008 that voter ID laws do not impact, harm, or prevent minorities from voting, how could the U.S. Fourth Circuit Court rule opposite? Is the Fourth Circuit Court considered left liberal? Why do Ds want power at all costs? One example above, logical thinking. Facts matter. You are the news now.
Wow.
Love Q.
Love Q.
Love Q.
Oh, I love it. And what's really interesting, too? Look at this Edward Snowden tweet. Ready? It says, watch the voting machine used in U.S. swing states get hacked to rig an election. Demonstrate why every voting district needs audible paper ballot. Voting machines are known to be insecure.
Exactly.
Wow. Snowden.
Well, he's cozy over there in Russia. He can say whatever he wants, apparently.
Well, he's agreeing with the
freedom of
president.
speech on Twitter than we do.
Well, he's talking about paper ballot, right?
Right.
That's what our POTUS was just talking about.
Exactly.
An audible paper ballot. Wow. So Q is wanting us to talk about vote stuff today. Ann, how about that?
Yeah, well, it's coming, right?
It's coming.
And I guess they want people to know. I mean, let's think about that. So if they know that people were illegally voting and seats were won in the House in areas where there was heavy voter fraud, could it be that Q is setting the table along with D-Class to, remove some people from office?
Wow.
Well, yeah, I think that's definitely part of it. And, we also have connected this back to the 2010 census and the shenanigans that went on during that census in California, especially. We think, what is it? What was it, Matrixxx? It was like 6 or 8 different, or maybe I think it was like 8 new congressional representatives because of the last census came out of California. So if they are forcing, the president's forcing you to answer if you're a citizen or acknowledge whether or not you're an illegal immigrant, it's going to change dramatically the population of California, which will reduce their representation in Congress.
That's right.
That's right.
That's the whole idea. By the way, you guys have a nice fan here that donated. They liked the reading I did. Thank you, Demo74DXS. That was very nice.
He says, I vote Ann reads all the Q. That was fantastic.
She did great.
Yep, she did. And then there's Kiwi Patriot thanking Sandy White with the Worldwide Department of Winning. I love it.
Worldwide Department of Winning.
And I'd like to also thank Irene Farrell. Thank you guys so much. Let's go to this one, Shady. Ready? This is Q Post 3543, speed accelerated +5 Q.
And this was really interesting, right?
Take it.
How did we not see this before? So obvious, kicking myself. C before D, coats before D class. We have to remove the blockade to D class by removing the D and I. Then we can D class. Do. From reincarnated ET.
That is awesome, man. And I didn't think that the C, we were thinking Comey, right?
Comey.
Wow. So reincarnated ET, major hat tip. And that's a new account too. So I made sure I followed him afterwards. I think he got booted, didn't he, off Twitter there for a while?
Yeah, this is his second or third account. I don't think he got back to me either after he got a third one, but he really good decodes and information, and a good channel for some stuff that's coming off the Chan boards too.
Patriot Mom says some people are thinking Clinton. Why do you say that, Patriot Mom? Why does my name always have to come
Ann is
up?
Here. Get out! I don't want you here right now. Ann's here.
Oh, dang. I kind of like Ann.
Actually, you know what, Dilly?
But I have to thank her.
Yeah, the Dilly show earlier today, he had Praying Medic on, and they were talking about this. And actually, Dave, Praying Medic, made a lot of sense on this. He was talking about how, DNI controls all the intel agencies, so you've got to remove. You got to remove the cancer, right? The sleepers. Right. Well, so now that you've got Coates out, you've got Ratcliffe coming in. It's clearly, this is someone that's in our camp that wants all this cleaned up. So it makes a lot of sense.
I kind of like Ratlick.
Ratlick.
That's so
did I say that?
You did, but then you corrected yourself. But he's gonna like stomp on all the rats. He's gonna lead all the rats off the cliff. How's that?
That's good. I like that.
It all connects back to 9/11, and it connects back to the Patriot Act and putting all of these intelligence agencies under one director.
Yep.
You guys, hopefully the younger generation that might be listening out there will recognize the reason that a lot of us, going way back to the Iraq War, were standing up and saying, no, do not do this. This is the reason they're separated is for a reason, so they can't get all over here and attack someone they don't want. Look what they did to the duly elected president of the United States. Think of what they can do to you. That's the simplest of this.
Yeah, absolutely, Shady Groove. That is good. That was from Momo right there. High five to Dilly and Praying Medic. We are big fans of Dilly and Praying Medic here on the Matrixxx Groove Hour. Here we go. 3544. It goes to a Daily Mail Twitter status. Jeffrey Epstein is in danger of being murdered before his trial, says victim's lawyer.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. We got to get an Ann sound effect. I got to figure out one for you. All right, here we go. 3545. This is a Twitter account linked to It's All About the Details. Drain the Swamp, Dark to Light, The Storm. And it's about Whitaker, Barr, Ratcliffe, our perfect team to investigate Russia. Go ahead and check that Twitter out if you want to go read that. Ratlick, Sandy White likes Ratlick. 3545. Go ahead and watch that video. We're going to keep going. We're going to move right along. Then we got Q Post 3546. This was a Q. This was dropped on the boards a long time ago. This is Where We Go One We Go All. This is again, we are with you. Anon says, and Where We Go One We Go All Q. And if you look, this is on June 18th, 2018 is when this was dropped, guys. This is the Q research. It was dropped on bread 8672. But that is amazing. What do you think about that? Those are our guys at Guantanamo Bay.
Isn't it great?
Look at that.
It's just fantastic. I mean, the Patriots everywhere.
That's right.
They never thought she would lose. It's just extraordinary. I hope they've got, some comfortable cells, some padded cells, perhaps, for some of the insanity that's coming their way.
What's interesting too is it says the Captain A. Fisher, fishing is fun.
Well, you saw that Adam Schiff has decided to work on legislation that got it open for people to be able to view the trials at Guantanamo.
He does? That's hilarious. Is he a narcissist? Oh, wait, that's right. He is a narcissist. I'm sorry. That was a rhetorical question.
He definitely wants to make sure his trial is publicized.
That's it. I mean, he thinks he's going to, what is it? He's going to, I guess, get some public sympathy. No.
He's trying to save himself. Now, Greg Campbell says, where we go one, we go all. Buckle up, Patriots. Thank you, and Q Army, Digital Soldiers, D-Class, Treason. Amen. Thank you, Greg Campbell. Then we've got this Q post right here, Shady. It's Q post 3547, and it says, Anon says, praying for POTUS, Q team, and all Patriots. God wins. America is back meme. Boom. Look at that meme, guys.
America is back.
Not the United States of America and body politic? Right on, Shady.
Yeah, man. This is just this is
Doesn't it take your breath away sometimes, and you just stop and think about what is happening right now with this president and what is happening with this country? It does me. I wake up in the middle of the night and I stop and think, and I go, wow, I thought I knew it a lot, but wow, have I learned so much more than I ever knew. I mean, what I knew could fit in the parking lot of what I know now. Yeah. It's just incredible what Donald Trump is doing for the world. It's not even the country, it's the entire world. The awakening and the fight for people to say, you know what, God gave us inalienable rights to freedom, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's not just an American Constitution.
Correct.
It's a worldwide right. This is under the name of God. We are given these rights to pursue this, and the fact that there's so much suffering everywhere around the world, and that this president is calling attention to it, and he's freeing people from human trafficking worldwide. He and Jeff Sessions, the work they've done is extraordinary. And Jeff Sessions still, in my opinion, hasn't been given his due. I think there's
he will.
a lot to be coming. He'll get it. Absolutely.
Yeah, trust Sessions. Trust Ray. Ray is just doing his thing right now. He's what they called a sleeper right now, but for us, not for them. And then there's a lot of other sleepers on their side that makes it hard filling offices, according to Q Post that we previously had. Yeah. Now, this was funny. So they were talking about Trump yesterday on Kimmel, and they were ripping him about talking about the air conditioning that was ripped out of Obama's air conditioning, but we know that was because it was tapped and wired. That's why he had to rip it out. And he said sometimes it's hot and sometimes it's cold. It's never just right. And they were saying that being cold, sudden drop in temperature, has to do with what is that? Losing your mind, amnesia, not Alzheimer's. So they're saying this guy that has 158 IQ plus has Alzheimer's and perfect health as shown to the world, and they're still saying that he has these people are insane. But this was on afterwards, and I tell you what, this video is 5 seconds long. Let's just check it out. This is, oh my gosh. Of course. There it is. Here it comes. Wait.
Sanders, Warren, Buttigieg, O'Rourke, Klobuchar, Ryan, Delaney, Williamson, Bullock, Biden, Harris, Booker, Yang, this white guy, your uncle, Benjamin from your office, Rodriguez with a flag, Turbo, Inslee, Edie, Meany, Mighty, Mo, Bennett, de Blasio, Hickenlooper, Lupenhicker, some kid, this woman, your neighbor, this friend, this guy, this gal, that guy you always see at the grocery store, Sanders. You did me already. And Bud. 88 candidates, a 9-part miniseries, the CNN Democratic Presidential Debates, live from Detroit, July 30th and 31st, August 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, and probably in Italy, and then we'll begin again the 3rd week of September.
How about that, guys? That was classic. The left really can meme.
Oh my gosh, that is so good. Hat tip Jimmy Kimmel, right? That's hilarious.
That was funny, but it was right after they just totally ripped Donald J. Trump. And
of course.
We've got another new Q.
Hello.
Because it is the Matrixx Q hour. Matrixxx Groove Q Hour, I should say. Targets may be closer than they appear. Hunters become the hunted. Q. And we cruise over to Devin Nunez. Let's go see what Devin has to say. Hunting for chupacabras.
Oh my God. He's in a cornfield.
Oh my God. You just can't make this up, guys.
Oh, I love this.
How classic is that? Chupacabras. Now, what's some where are chupacabras from?
Mexico?
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, that's where the legend is from Mexico, Central America.
That is interesting, guys. Wow.
But, I try. Some people conflate a chupacabra with a Sasquatch, Matrixxx, and I tried to take him out to see some of the Sasquatch when he was out here, and he didn't want to go look at them.
Oh, you didn't want to go to Edwards Air Force Base and look at the Sasquatches?
I was going to take him out into the wilderness.
I thought Shady was going to come out running around going, "I'm a Sasquatch." I'm like, oh my God, no.
I told him we're going to protect you from the female ones.
Did you guys remember Name Redacted, who was also known as Harold Finch on Twitter?
Yeah, I think I do remember that.
Yeah, he had an awesome Twitter account until he got taken out. The guy's brilliant. He has a Telegram thread room called The Library. Kate's posts in there. Harold Finch, and I think a couple other people. But anyway, short of it is, he's a brilliant writer, and we're friends, and so we send stuff all the time, mostly gun porn. He's a gun enthusiast, as am I, so he's always sending me stuff. And this morning I wake up to a YouTube video of Sasquatch and the story of it at Edwards Air Force Base. I'm kid you not, so you guys bring it up.
And Chupacabra, here we go.
Oh my God, I love
it.
it.
Up, not me.
Q brought it up, right? I mean, so maybe Finch is Q. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
Q did it. All right, so this
We're
is
all
what I
Q.
do. This is me. This is what I do. I copy this. I cruise over here, down here, and I go, okay, add another tweet. And this is Q34555.
Thank you for the forge. You guys have very nice fans. Look at you guys. What lovely fans.
We wouldn't be here without them, and
I know. It's awesome.
This is Patriots supported content here. These guys trust us and we trust them.
Heck yeah. That's what we talked about the other night, right? I some people don't like to share their guests or whatever, and I'm like, absolutely have it. Anybody in my Rolodex, because the more people talk and the more people sharing the truth, the better we all are all around the world.
Well, that's what they're using. The trick is this, they've got us all plugged into these social media portals and thinking that we're doing all of this communicating, but really they're silencing us.
Yeah, we're siloed.
By keeping us in our own corners. So the more that we talk to each other out in the open like this and get this message to further penetrate the general conversation, man, I mean, the more help that we're doing, because like you were saying, there's people out there that really do stand up and defend Antifa. Like they really
That's
are.
right.
They're that brainwashed. It's the truth.
I know.
yeah, it's bad, isn't it? I mean, are you kidding me? Right? So that's
we got Nunez hunting chupacabra. So
I know, man. You just can't. The hunters become the hunted. That is amazing. Here's another one. What do you think, guys? You guys liking Q post today live on the Matrixxx Groove Hour with Ann Vandersteel? All right.
I'm so glad to be part of this.
Think of better company.
This is
this is so exciting.
This is 3556. Here we go. Just in, Trump tags QAnon account calling for voter ID law. The Hill. Twitter, The Hill. Oh my God.
Oh my God, to all the haters out there, we love you anyway.
Yeah.
We do love the haters.
Come watch it live.
That's right. Bring it.
Wow, Matrixxx. Can you believe this story came out like what, 3 minutes ago?
Come watch it live. Here we go.
So good.
Oops.
So good.
37.
Hang on, let me grab
we're
our
like-
link. This is the
Look at
Matrixxx
the audience is just going nuts. I love it. The chat, everybody's just like exploding.
That's 'cause the last,
Q
what,
loves us. Yes, they.
How many
yes, they
times has Q been posting on our show? I mean, it's been almost every day, guys, right?
It's been quite often over the last couple of weeks for sure, Matrixxx. Like we're going over stuff live on the air almost every day.
Do you guys think we'll ever know who's really behind Q? Do you think that'll ever be brought out?
Well, I think we know from one post that explained that Q team was 10, 3
Right.
non-military.
Right.
So I would imagine that with America and the way that America is and the way that we honor our military and the way that we honor our soldiers and the way that we honor our fallen brethren, that we will one day honor Q team in the same way. That is my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
we will one day have a massive honor to them, and we're going to make statues and emblems around this country that no crazy boneheaded libtard is going to be able to tear down.
And
Can you imagine
there will be
aliens
some
showing up?
there will be some I told you so's.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
going to put Trump's head next to the rest of them on Mount Rushmore.
Oh, giant Q on Mount Rushmore. But can you imagine aliens landing on the planet, seeing a bunch of Q statues everywhere, going, well, where's R? Where's S? Where's T? What the
Focus on Q, the number 17.
Right. Yeah, so this is amazing, guys. Live on air Q decoding. You just can't have a better day, guys. If you guys are having a great Q day on our 99th show, press 17. We are family, Ann, says Sandy White. Thank you, Sandy. We sure are. I mean, I tell you, I wouldn't want to be with anybody else, guys, on a every day at 1,300 hours, Monday through Friday, East Coast time.
Spell. We are changing the narrative, guys. You guys are taking this information, and it's like we have a lot of wonderful patriots that come here and see us on the chat, but they amplify this message. They don't just take the information for themselves. They go talk to their brothers and their parents and their friends and their relatives, and they attempt to share information with them in a way that is easy and non-obtrusive and not attack oriented at all, but just information to move and try to get these channels open. And that's what we've been working on, is getting these channels open so that like today, with this information that's coming out right now, it can start to flow downstream extremely quickly. I mean, how fast was that? Q posted, and the Hill did an article about Q, and the president posting him to Q, and then we're covering the whole aspect of it in real time. As it's happened today. Like, that is something that, and he and I talk about this a lot as well, about going back to when we were younger and who we were and who we thought America was and what we thought America was going to be. And now I think that a lot of what we're seeing, like with the America is Back meme and the president, and what we're seeing a glimpse of that again, right? We're seeing what we thought we could be, the beauty that we thought we were going to be, that got sidetracked and sabotaged by the powers that be.
Absolutely. Remember, guys, I told you about this higher loyalty we know about Comey, and I told you about this tweet yesterday. So many questions, right? And somebody put him in the forest with Bohemian Grove.
Moloch. What is that? Is it Moloch or an owl?
That's Moloch.
It's
Demo says, Q, if you're watching, give us a 5-5. So Q, man, if you're watching, give us a 5-5. There is a new Q post, but let's just real quick. I wanted to show you this. So I said, I have a question, Comey. Your book, A Higher Loyalty. Can you elaborate? Signed, We the People Who Are Taking Their Power Back. P.S. Book deal. How do you clean dirty money? So that was that was my little question to Comey. And let's go see about the new Q, guys. Let's see. Ba-dum. Oh my gosh, there's a big one here. All right, so there's two. All right, so we've got this. So we've got placeholder. Wait, am I got? 3557. So it goes Twitter. Devin Nunes. Targets may appear, may be closer than they appear. Hunters become the hunted. Placeholder D-class. Exculpatory evidence. Legal hold. Non-resort. FISA. T. Surveillance. T equals targets. Ed. Targeted. Targets. Watch the news this week. Q.
Oh.
Wow.
That qualifies for another dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
And we have a new, we had the new placeholder put up last night. And so
we had a new placeholder at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was
2
awake.
o'clock in the morning.
I was awake and doing Q for you guys, everybody. All right, so Shady Demos, message received 5-5, loud and clear. Let's read this post. Shady, why don't you take it?
I'll take it.
No, my God. News unlocks 5-5 Q. Did you see that?
It's the same one.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's the bottom of the same post.
Right. And Demo said, "Give us a 5-5."
That was after the post.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
I don't know.
Trump threatens worst trade deal for China if Beijing stalls until after his re-election. U.S. President Donald Trump has once again criticized China's trade practices, warning negotiations could get tougher. The statements come as Beijing and Washington are headed into another round of trade negotiations. Shanghai.
Real quick, Shady, before you go to the next.
Yes.
Demo says no, it was before.
It was before?
Yeah. It's only 2:02, dude. Right? The 2:02.
I thought it was just. I thought this post just came out, and he said it.
At
Well, then
204.54.
it's right on. It's 5-5. It's 5-5.
Wow, man. So we'll have to go back and do a check on that. But go ahead, Shady. I'm so sorry to interrupt you, brother.
In a series of tweets on Tuesday, Trump warned if China waits and he wins re-election, the trade deal will be much higher or much tougher for Beijing. Yeah, that was funny. I did see that yesterday. China is doing very badly. Worst year in 27. Was supposed to start buying our agricultural product now. No signs that they are doing so. That is the problem with China. They just don't come through, Trump wrote. My team is negotiating with them now, but they always change the deal in the end to their benefit. They should probably wait out our election to see if we get one of the Democrat stiffs like Sleepy Joe. Then they could make a great deal like in the past 30 years and continue to rip off the USA even bigger and better than ever before. U.S. Secretary of Treasury Steve Mnuchin and Trade Representatives Robert Lighthizer will meet on Tuesday and Wednesday in Shanghai with a delegation led by China's Vice Premier Liu He. According to Trump, the problem with them waiting, however, is that if and when I win, the deal that they get will be much tougher than what we are negotiating now, or no deal at all. We have all the cards. Our past leaders never got it. Link to RT Business, and then back to this post from July 25th, which was just the other day. Possible China monitored Mueller hearing. Possible China analyzing likelihood of the president regarding the election of 2020. Possible China taking steps, think propaganda to harm POTUS regarding 2020. Possible China in secret communications with the Dem candidates running for president regarding reinstituting U.S. piggy bank. Possible China in secure comms with former Democrat Party senior officials regarding reinstitute of U.S. piggy bank. Possible China put extreme threatening pressure on North Korea the day of the Mueller hearing. Coincidence? Should hearing swing to POTUS? Possible acts were taken in effort to diminish, lessen the Democratic blow, question mark. Possible acts were taken in effort to change the narrative. Define false flag. Q. News unlocks. 5-5. Q.
Shady. Is
Wow,
Newsbox
Matrixx.
ITM.
..
News unlocks ITM. ..
News unlocks ...
ITM. That was a decode by one of our viewers here in the Matrixx. News unlocks ITM. 5-5. Thank you, Demos. Oh my gosh.
This is incredible.
You know, I'm just, I don't know if that's really what it is, but oh my God, guys, I'm sure it's all coincidences. I'd really like to see the timing of that.
Well, you can go back and watch this after and see when you said that and when this post was made, and you'll know.
Exactly. Wow. 5-5
Maybe you should ask for another 5-5.
Or some,
if another one shows up, then maybe you'll know then for sure. It's double confirmation.
right?
I mean, I see Q likes to repeat themselves sometimes, right? You know, they stress the same sentence over and over like they did in this last post, right?
Right on.
So maybe.
Q is amazing. Gosh, we are amazing. We've been true to Q this whole time, guys. And, you know, I'm going to stay true to Q because I have a feeling, you know, Shady, people like Shady, myself, you know, you, Ann, even, right? Dave, Praying Medic, you know, Dilly, the people that, well, you know, does Dilly talk about Q a lot? Well, the Q decoders are going to be on, you know.
Yeah,
Dan
decoders.
Bongino
I'm not
show.
a decoder. Yeah.
So
I don't qualify as a decoder. I just find it fascinating that, you know, what we've been talking about for quite some time started showing up in these very cryptic messages with really incredible decodes coming along with it from the brilliant Anons. It's just, you know, they're just, the whole thing is just fascinating. And now you're seeing the president retweeting Q accounts. Hilarious. I mean, how much more evidence do you need people out there?
Popcorn and cannonballs.
Popcorn and cannonballs.
Amen, brother.
Right? Oh my God.
That's America. Like I said before, you know, it's like 100 years ago, Americans owned battleships. And now they're like, we're struggling to be able to own a firearm.
Right? Yeah, that's right. We covered that too. Man, wow.
You know, it's like it's time to get our power back. It's time to be Americans. Quit being quit being shamed in the corner.
JLA Anon says, ask for where we go one we go all Matrixx. See if Q sends us a shout out. So where we go one we go all, just to confirm. 5-5 Q, loud and clear. Wow, I'm just blown away. Even if it isn't, these posts are just magnificent, guys. This is a magnificent day, and you guys are seeing me do threads. I might as well do them while we're here, right, guys?
Well, you might as well,
right?
Otherwise, somebody else is going to get to it.
Well, that doesn't matter. I want other people to do it.
I'm just kidding with you.
Well, I mean, yeah, I want other people to do it because we need to get this word out. Right on. All right. So also, it's World Trafficking Day. The UN is against world trafficking, right, guys?
Of course they are.
Yeah.
Of course.
Hiding behind another fake.
So
nonprofit.
Here you go. Sometimes when I'm alone, with my baby, I think about killing him. He reminds me of the man who raped me. Members of a UN peacekeeping force in Central African Republic allegedly turned to sexual predation, betraying their duty to protect. Thank you, UN.
And if you start following these quote-unquote UN peacekeepers around the world, you're going to find a lot of this.
That's right.
That's right.
Because that's where they hide, guys. This organization was created to hide it.
Hide in plain sight, right there before your eyes. Everything that they do is always in plain sight. It's extraordinary. I mean, remember the Chelsea Clinton tweets to the Church of Satan?
Oh, yeah. They don't care.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
They don't. They think we're sheep. They think that we're too busy with trying to make our ends meet in our lives because all the wealth they've stolen from us, that we can't pay any attention to politics anymore. We're not smart enough to, because they removed the ability for us to interpret our Constitution from people's heads somehow.
All right.
That's right.
So here we are. We're up to the new Q post today. This is I just chose to use our friends here that set up the Chinese version of the QAnon posts so that tens of thousands of Chinese people, patriots, can go ahead and watch this QAnon. Where we go, one we go all. There they are by the very same pyramid that we want to take down. We want to undo those bricks so the light can hit the ground, guys. Dark to light. Because if they get their way, if they finish their project, that light goes dark, guys, and we can't see it. So we're going to remove those bricks, and we're going to make that light hit the ground again, guys. Dark to light. That's what that means in my opinion. Here we go. Q post 3, 5, 4, 8, Shady. This is the one that says placeholder, D-class, exculpatory evidence, illegal hold, non-report, FISA, _T _surveillance. So, wow.
More placeholders.
More placeholders. Here's another one. It looks like some code, right? Hot 8, Hot 9. But if we go to those Hot 8, Hot 9, red, Y, freedom, mark, 1 to 99. Yes, that's the 1 to 99 classified. PC, SIG, D, conf, net, W1. Remember the hot one? It's Q post 511. Let's go ahead and look at Q post 511 real quick, guys, because we're going to do some, we're going to do some quick decoding for you. Let me go here. Let me do, because I can do post numbers a lot easier here without getting all the garbage from the other place. Was it 5? Oh, it was 522. Was it 522? Let me just see. Hang on. I'm doing this by memory, guys. We'll do it live. Look at
522.
Look at hot 1. So Q is talking about Hot 8 and Hot 9. So let's go see if we can find anything on Hot 8, Hot 9 right here. So Hot 8, Hot 9, pre-D right here.
Class?
Pre-D class. Hot 8, Hot 9, pre-D class. I love it. Oh my gosh. Wow. And this is the one that says D_C's TBA. Yes. Authorization H7, fly, hashtag fly, hashtag, or pound symbols. It depends how old you are. Owls in the kill box, Hot 1, pre-D, Hot 2, pre-D, Hot 3, plus. Now down here, Jeremiah 29:11. You guys know what that is. That's about keeping our children safe. Presidential personal, we are with you. And no one left behind for God and country. Happy hunting. We were talking about hunting today in Q posts as the world turns. Look at that, guys.
This is wild. That's all I can say. This is absolutely wild.
And then, if we connect this matrix to the 9 or the 12 branches of the Fed, right? Then number 8 would be in the center of the country of St. Louis or so, and then number 9 is the northern part, North and South Dakota, Montana, and Minneapolis.
Mike P wants to know if Ann is Q.
Or you Q?
She's A. She's AV.
I'm steel.
She's
I'm not
steel.
cute.
Oh, steel. Right. Then we got this one. This is interesting. Unrelated, but worth noting. Okay, guys, this is the video, and I'll show you that in a second. But this is U.S. taxpayers are paying for it all. Paris Accord scam trillions. Red Cross scam billions. Foreign aid scam trillions. War scam trillions. On and on and on. Who audits where the money actually goes? Who actually receives the money? The U.S. taxpayers is funding the very people we are engaged in taking down. Somebody fell.
Nope.
Slush funds everywhere. Think GS pays for Antifa out of his own pocket? The hole is deep. Feel sick yet? Q. Then this is the video right here. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Yeah, this is extraordinary, isn't it? Where's all this money going?
Look at that. Is all packets of money and God knows what else.
This is why we do not support the Red Cross.
Exactly.
That was the $500 billion that was supposed to build a new city in Haiti.
Yep.
Laura Thompson, check out all that money. Thank you, Laura.
And I promise you didn't build anything.
Now, I want to tell you, too, that there's really not much audio in here, but I want to tell you, too, I think this is Q building credibility for a lot of the Anons out there because I posted this how long ago? Let's see. I posted this April 24th, 2018, if you guys have been following along. It's over a year ago, guys. Okay. And then if you want to look at this thread, it's pretty worth noting. Here it is. Wake up.
Connecting to Ted Turner and Branson and
exactly, guys.
No, it's all the same. And these circles, from my perspective, they seem big, but they're not. These circles are small, man. They are small circles.
That's right. That's right.
It's the same sewer rats. It is just the same people over and over again, and they're using the same playbook just in different ways. When you look at the Swiss banking scandal around Contra, Benghazi, Fast and Furious, there's always banking involved. There's always weapons and drugs, and the wars force human trafficking because you've got people leaving and flying, millions of people leaving countries because of war, right? And that's just plus the human trafficking. It's all ways they can capitalize on their, predilection for sick fantasies in addition to making money off all of this and keeping us in control. They control the population this way. Look at the education system. They've dumbed us down because we don't know what we are legitimately entitled to by our own constitution because they've just obliterated civics. So
here's who audits all of those transactions: the United Nations Board of Auditors, Ann.
Right. Because we trust them. We trust the UN.
Happy hunting. Right.
Not.
So then let's keep going down because this is kind of interesting. Here's your Haiti stuff. Wake up, learn, fight. The UN, NPR.org talking about Red Cross spent 25% of Haiti donations on internal expenses. Popcorn and cannonballs, Sandy. Also, Janice Linton says, Ann is an amazing patriot. I concur.
Yes,
5-5 on that.
Thank you, Janice. That was very kind.
In search of the Red Cross's $500 million in Haiti relief. There's the questions that I was asking. Haiti, we need your help. Haiti, donate $10. Remember all this, guys?
Oh my gosh, didn't we all do that? I know I gave $10 at the time because we were so devastated by what happened over there. I did it more than once on my darn phone. That didn't go anywhere.
Red Cross Iran, Red Cross Pakistan, Red Cross North Korea, Red Cross ... Define smuggle. What is smuggled? What funds are used to pay for goods? These people are sick. Relevant to events about to unfold. Follow the executive orders, guys. So it's good to go back and look at some of the digs that we've done, guys, back in the past.
Yeah, it is. And Tony St. Clair out there said Samaritan's Purse. Oh my God, sad. Yes, guys. This is all actually Samaritan's Purse is in the town that I grew up in North Carolina, and there is trust me, they're all involved, guys. All of it.
We are the Q Army. They're all involved.
We're here to bring this message that stop funding it.
Now,
stop supporting it.
Why would Hillary allow this? This was not under Donald Trump's watch, guys.
Just wrong.
Okay? And they want our guns.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, they do. So they can do this to us.
Red.
Right.
Look at this. Red is a Rothschild money laundering front.
Red. Think about the
It even
cross.
says it
Look
right
at
there.
look at the flag of Switzerland. Look at the flag of the Vatican. Look at the flags of the Templars. Look at their flags, guys. Their flags tell you everything you need to know.
That's right. They put
Red
their
cross.
symbolism out there in plain sight.
And
Go
we're
back and look at the flags that flew on the
Yeah.
ships whenever they, came
Nina
to South
Pinta
America.
Santa
originally.
Maria.
Yep,
Yeah.
The flags. The flags tell us everything we need to know. Their symbolism.
Templar. And there's
As
Robert
they-
Byrd and Hillary kissing, and we're communists, Shady?
Yes. Yes. We're
Oh my gosh, that's the new 4 a.m. talking points that QAnon people are communists.
Yes. That's exactly what they're coming with next. So to get our chat prepared out there, just recognize that the next level of attack is going to be saying the QAnon people are communists.
Here you go. Grassley refers Planned Parenthood fetal tissue procurement organizations to FBI. Guys, this was the report. I mean, we've got it all, folks. We've got it all. These people are sick. Sick yet? These people are sick, man. I'm telling you right now, guys. Look at this. Still think it's only men who are sex trafficking? Okay.
Trust me, the men are doing what they're told.
At what point when
Look at we knew about Nexium. When is this?
This is like a year
This
plus
is
ago.
April 23rd, 2018. We are the news, guys. You, Anons, Patriots are the news. Shady.
It's starting to come out. No, that's just you're spot on, exactly right. This information we've had for a year, and we were all ready to insert it into the conversation a year ago. So whenever we are prompted, this is how we're doing it. Q points us back, and then we go back and get the information that we had, and we bring it back to you and show you now, so that you can show other people. Remember, guys, this is not just for your consumption. You have to pass this information along. I know some people can't take it, but you have to be able to share this information. That's how we support the president. In my opinion.
No way, guys. Q just cued Victoria Gates, who is the model for the Matrixxx stuff garb. Here she is right here. Here is the Q post. Shady, this is another one of our people that got cued.
This is the lady that was wearing the presidential Q shirt, right?
Yes, logical Q.
Logical Q.
Logical question, Q. Logic, and it goes to Victoria Gates. Here she is. Voter ID. You need an ID for all these, but not to vote. Look at that. Boom. Q sent us.
Yes, you do. Very nice meme. But we don't need an ID to vote, Ann, right?
No, we don't. Everybody can just walk in, bring your friends, bring your illegal aliens, bring your, whoever you have gainfully employed for, under the table reasons, show up, vote on.
Maybe they voted in that county. Let's go ahead and take them over to this county.
That's it. I was like, go to the next precinct.
Get on the bus.
Keep on going. Jump on the bus. It's a bus tour. We're serving wine and cheese, and we got a keg going. It's all good. We're all friends.
You could maybe vote 10 times today.
That's right. How fun is that? Everybody vote, vote, vote.
Yeah, we'll just get on different.
Vote.
Let's see. Victoria Gates. Here she is. There she is. We talk all the time. Here she is, an awesome Q shirt. I played a little part in helping design within the Matrixxx. Look at her. She's a beautiful patriot right there.
Gosh, yes.
Here we go, and I'm going to retweet that again because she's awesome. So there you go, Victoria. Amazing. Congratulations. Wow. That is absolutely amazing, and I didn't retweet this one yet either. There we go. Boom. All right. And she was suspended yesterday. So she's amazing. She's a 5-time award-winning actress. She's a pro ballerina. She lives right now in West Virginia, and she is heaven seated with Jesus. She's amazing. You can check her out on her IMDb. She's been in a couple of movies, and we're actually going to have her on the show here soon sometimes too. So trolls are going to have fun with that one, Shady.
They sure are. We have no problem with giving them a little chum in the water, do we?
No. I mean,
oh my gosh.
Now
Join the club.
Issue, right?
I mean, it's like the president's got them all out here thinking that he's a racist, and we can work that model a little bit.
So
jump in the water, troll, and chum with us. The water is fine.
The water's fine. It's a badge of honor to be attacked by these sickos.
That's right.
Well, I think that we're bait. So
look at this one. One of these organizations sells arms. The other one supports the Second Amendment. I mean, that's kind of a gross
Literally.
meme, guys.
Oh, that's a brutal. That's brutal.
It's literal, but it's real.
It's true.
But it's true.
Sadly. I mean, I don't want it to be true. But it's true. So Anon's new, guys. Let's see if we got any more new Q. Q is on fire during the Matrixxx Groove hours. Let's see what we got. And we're holding you back. We're holding you. I mean, we're kidnapping you, I should say. All right, so that's.
I know. I've been Q-napped. I've been Q-napped.
You've been Q-napped.
Q-napped.
Now, let's just go ahead and cruise over to Shady. I think I want to take a quick musical break, and the reason why I want to do it is because we were talking about JT Wild, right? And JT Wild has done an amazing job with General Flynn, with the Matrixxx Groove Hour, with his Where We Go One We Go All song, with Field of Fight. But I think I want to play, my favorite song ever is coming right your way. Let me just go find it real quick, guys. I'm sorry. Hang on. I should have had it ready. Shady. Here it is, right
You're
here.
good.
I'm just fired up to get him to come play in Jupiter. That would be fantastic.
He's coming. He's my boy. He's got a place to stay and everything. Here we go. JT Wild, Where We Go One, We Go All. The Matrixxx Groove Hour edition. Guys, we'll be right back after this awesome musical break.
Deplorable, and we love the name. Got the bodies in the dirt, needing someone to blame. A batch of greed and money to spare. They put the dollars in the coffers and the lies in the air. Where we go one, we go all. I won't push you down, you won't let me fall. One day for sure we will stand tall. Where we go one, we go all. We are the Patriots. We trust the plan because we have it all, and that fate is in our hands. Had a reason to fool us, but we didn't take the bait. Wanna take us to hell, but we got guns at the gate. Where we go one, we go all. I won't push you down, you won't let me fall. One day for sure we will stand tall. Where we go one.
Billboard in Times Square. That is our JT Wild. Where we go one, we go all, everybody. Wow. What a day. So, oh my gosh, Shady.
Wow. What a day is right. Oh my God.
What are you thinking right now, my brother?
I am thinking that this country is winning again, and I'm thinking that we are going to superimpose a worldwide idea of freedom on planet Earth, and we are going to crush these creatures back into the Stone Age where they came from, and we're never going to have to deal with them again, my friend. We are going to do that soon.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm with you. Let's bring it.
This is, this thousands of years of controlling humanity thing is about run its course.
No doubt.
All right, what is this Law and Order dunk? What does that mean? Kurt Kelly's posting that saying, I need the Law and Order dunk. Splaining. Anybody can explain?
I think he's talking about me.
Do you mean dun dun dun?
Dun, dun,
Maybe.
dun.
Dun dun dun.
Carly's gonna be all
Like
upset.
the one from I think he's talking about the show Law and Order.
That one.
I don't know.
Similar.
Effect. Homegrown and all. They're the best. That's
Let me
awesome.
see. This is a Law and Order sound effect.
Oh,
That.
Oh, it was like a dun dun. That noise. Yeah, that. Oh gosh, that show is old. Is it still out there? People
think
still
so.
watch? I don't have TV. I mean, I don't watch television. I get my news right here online from We the People.
We
So I
the
don't-
people, because we are the news now. Wow. So look at this, guys. We've got all these Q posts today. Let's go check and see if our Q has done anything more. I don't think he has. They have. We say he, and I apologize for that. It is they, the Q team. But wow, what a great show. Did we cover all the Q posts yet, Shady?
I thought that we got 2 of them. Let me check and see. Hot red.
Yeah, not the first time. Yep.
I think we did. It looks like we
Yeah,
got
we
through 'em,
talked
my
about
brother.
this. Members of the UN peacekeeping. This stories like this is not one of a kind. That they actually traffic kids. So yeah, and
We talked about a chupacabra.
we talked about a chupacabra. We talked about a Bigfoot, and we had Ann Vandersteel on the show. Ann,
Live.
thank you
with
so much.
ID codes. Fun.
Wow.
Thank you, QQ. Thank you for having me on. It was absolutely fantastic. And I know tomorrow's show is going to be lit. I hope I am somewhere in a safe spot in transit at an airport where I can watch you guys with Liz tomorrow. Love her.
Yeah.
And I know you guys are going to have a blast, an absolute blast. So just awesome. Congrats on your 100th episode. Big kudos to you guys and your fans and supporters for all this, because it's really a we thing.
And
It's a we thing.
keep in touch tomorrow with me. I want to make sure you're safe, okay? And
Thank you. Will
be
do.
good. Tell the family we said hello, and we got to go get some drinks and dinner sometime real soon when you get back. And we'll
Count
have
on
you
it.
back on the show. Thank you for having me on the show
Awesome.
yesterday as well. Loved it.
My pleasure. It's just awesome. This is how we do it, right? We all roll together and we keep going. We got to keep pushing this snowball uphill. But I think we're now on the downhill side. I think we're going to start picking up speed pretty quickly here. So awesome.
We got a new Q.
Get out.
It says logical QQ, and it goes to Battle Born. And you know what's awesome? Everybody. So why does the Red Cross have all this money? Where is it going? We just discovered all that, didn't we, guys? So that's interesting. We were just live doing all that. Q. That could be kind of like a Q hat tip indirectly with plausible deniability. Interesting. So guys, and thank you so much, so very much. We're gonna head out of here. I want to just let everybody know real quick that we do have a Patreon right there. Should you want to go ahead and support the Matrixxx Groove Hour, buy us a cup of coffee. We also have a PayPal right there. That is me. That is my name. I'm not ashamed. Hillary has doxed me in the deep state. I also want to let you know that we have some new T-shirts. I redid them, so it's just the graphic, like a PNG. We've got a fleece blanket. We've got coffee cups. We've got a beach towel, guys. We've got a new design. We've got all this cool stuff. We've got the classic designs as well. So, guys, if you guys want something for your awesomeness and to support us, these shirts go a long way. And we have women's, we have where we go onesies, we go allsies. We've got everything that you need on there. So hoodies, you name it. So thank you very much. And with that, we've got Trinity. Ann, why don't you do you have any final words for our great Patriots? We got Trinity on the outro.
Well, I have to say I am sleeping a whole lot better now, because I really do believe Patriots in control. I believe that there has been a plan. It is unfolding before us. I do not believe in any coinkydinks. I've said that my entire life. There are no coincidences. And the president and his team have assembled an all-star cast, mostly, and I should say really supported by everybody here, because without us, he would not be able to fight this alone. I mean, he is a one-man army up there, but he has assembled some incredible people that are making all this happen. And this didn't happen overnight. This took a long time and a lot of preparation, a lot of planning. And unfortunately, for the Democrats, they never thought she'd lose, and they are caught flat-footed in their own tangled web of lies, and they're going down. So sleep peacefully, folks. It's all going to happen. And, just stay glued. I'm kind of bummed I'm on vacation next week, as much as I know I need one, and my family and I need some time out together. I'm thinking, what if my Wi-Fi doesn't work and I miss some action? Oh
right?
my God.
I mean, just so you know, we got another cue. All right.
Love it.
So it talks about Grassley releases reintroduce American Red Cross Transparency Act. We were just talking about Grassley's report on the Red Cross June. NPR senators, the more you know, MSM coverage. When you control the media, you control the public opinion. Q. Guys, weren't we just talking about some of this stuff?
Definitely.
Here's the media, ifrc.org that Q is pointing us to. It's a report. I think that was in our dig, guys. I don't know. I mean, it's not coming up. Document cloud. Here's the United States. Members of, Grassley, June 15, 2016. That's the thread we were just going over, Shady.
Yeah, this was in the thread. That's what I was going to say. It was in the thread, this information from Grassley. This is from 2015. Oh, no, this is 16, too.
And so is this, guys.
This is all about Haiti. Yep.
Q, we love you. Thank you, Q, for giving
us
tips.
A voice.
Yeah, thank you very much, Q.
Really?
God bless you. Wow. Steel Truth. Oh, love you guys. Thank you for having me on. Thank you. And
Woohoo,
all right,
you.
so we're gonna do one more Q. We can't leave when Q's posting like this, guys. All right, so I think that's a major hat tip, guys. I don't know about you, but Ann, thank you so very much. Shady.
Cup of coffee.
I know, thank you so much, Ann. Love you so much. You guys.
Yeah, love you guys. You're amazing. The work you do is tireless, and it's you do it without thought for anybody else, or if for yourself, I should say. You do it for everybody else. It's just it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
It's not about me. It's about the information. It's not about Shady.
Right.
It's about the information. It's about just like you were talking about with you. It doesn't
Mission
matter.
over ego.
It's about the information, and we need to keep our egos in check. And I mean that even when you think you hear something you don't want to hear, you need to take yourself out of it. And if it's truth, it's truth, whether you like it or not, guys.
That's right.
And that's part of the Great Awakening. Shady.
Matrixxx, I couldn't have said it better myself. That is exactly the conversation that we want to have, everyone. This is the reason that we are here, is for this, for you, for us, for America, for freedom, for liberty, for light, love, truth. Those things are what we stand up for. And we see that in you guys out there every day. And we see that in this president. And neither of us have really had very much respect for a president before this one. And now
that's right.
that is unprecedented respect that we have now for an American president who speaks for each of us. So guys, please do not hesitate to start talking about some Q stuff with people maybe in your line of sight, because this is getting ready to come hot and heavy, and they are not going to stop. Like, it's not going to slow down, man. Now we know the information waterfall or D5 avalanche, that is what we are getting ready to witness. I think it's going to happen extremely soon. So Matrixxx, tomorrow we get 100 show. We got Liz Croker going to be here, and was a wonderful guest. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you.
So much fun. And with that, I'm going to squeeze down here.
Yeah, into the molecule. We're going to get out of this Matrixxx. But, Ann, thank you for coming on our 100th show eve. You made it. This is a great ramp up. And, we're going to have a big guest tomorrow. That's Liz Crokin. Shady Groove. Amazing. Will be here as well. You guys will be here. Q will also be in the chat with us, watching us. We're going to go ahead and try to see if we can confirm the time frame from Deimos. But my gosh, guys, even if it wasn't, what a great day. Q post galore. We will see you tomorrow on our 100th episode, guys. All right, it's Ann Vandersteel on Twitter. Make sure you get over there. Make sure you get to steeltruth.com, YouTube. She's also on Periscope, guys. Also, Shady Groove with 3 O's on Twitter. intheMatrixxx with 3 X's, as you know, on Twitter. And as you know, intheMatrixxx.com. Guys, thank our mods out there. Beautiful, beautiful mods. Tomorrow, 100 shows. I can't believe it. Shady, it's been amazing. I love you. Love you all. Much, much love. Till tomorrow. Peace. We're the real deal, man. I'm just so shot out of a cannon. Oh my God, I can't believe